We took this stuff off. And we stopped wearing this stuff. And we started wearing those. And people started making fun of us. Our mothers. So my mother said, boy, I didn't raise you to wear no dress. I said, Ma, this ain't no dress. This is the sunnah. This is what Muslims dress like. And we stopped wearing this. And we kept on these thobes that covered our privates in the front and in the back. And then when we see you dressing yourself up in the short shirts that we took off, we figure you don't know no better. When we see you coming over here, compromising, shaving your face, we still drag our pants on our butt, and we see your sons with their pants dragging all on the backside, and we figure maybe you don't know no better. Maybe your parents don't know, you don't know that that's kufr. Because one of the things about growing up a kafir is that you become extremely ultra sensitive to kufr. We know it from all its different angles. We see it. It's something that you may not recognize. And maybe that's the reason why the convert gets a double reward. Our shahada is not the same. We had to bear witness that Isa ibn Maryam was the slave of Allah, and his messenger was not created, or was not the son of Allah. So we came into this a little bit different. And again, everybody come forward. Faddal. Come forward. Law samahtum. And again, the issue is one of affiliation. Some of us, as we claim that we're going to be affiliated to Islam, but if we were to say to you, okay, then marry your daughter off to someone who's not from your people, automatically the heart palpates. No, I can't do that. It's not our tradition. But we're going to marry him to the best Muslim in the Jama'ah. We talk that talk. We talk that talk, but we're not really willing to do that. And that is why the kuffar are killing us. That is why the Muslims are weak. That is why if we continue along this route, we're going to lose our children. And I'm not threatening you. I'm promising you. I was raised in this country. I know things about this place that y'all don't know. I don't care how long you've been here. The only people that get to recognize it if they raise their children here and they see how they're coming up. Those of you who have lost your children already and know it and recognize it. Those of you who are losing your daughters. We are raised up in this generation where we see Muslim girls lose their virginity to kafir men. And their fathers be in the masjid. And you think it can't happen to you, but you send your child to kafir school and you don't support a masjid school. You don't do it. Or you support a masjid school where the imam has 6-7 years of Islamic education, and then you make a principal of somebody who can't even read the Fatiha in Arabic. I'm talking real talk. But we want to pretend that stuff ain't happening. That happens here. That happened here. But when we say that, no, we want to pretend there's a big old elephant in our house. And we're pretending that it doesn't exist. We take our monies, we send it to this country. Hey, where's Islam? We say dua like this from the sunnah. No. Say it's right. Say it's wrong. We don't want to stand up and say the sunnah is like this. Get out of the way of the sunnah. Either support it or get out of the way. If you do want to do something else, then do it somewhere else. Because eventually, what we realize is that the people of the sunnah will collide and go at odds with the people who are against the sunnah. And the people that are against the sunnah will eventually side with the kuffar against the people of the sunnah. This is the sunnah. So when you get mad about somebody promoting the sunnah, when you get upset when people come and say, look, man, not here. This is the reality. Allah's messenger said, do not shave your face. Period. Like it who like it, hate it who hate it. Do what you like. Make any excuse you want to, but don't say it's a lie. And don't get mad when we say it. We don't think we better than you. This statement, oh, you think you better. This is kibr. This arrogance is the rejection of truth and looking down. The same thing that people say, قَالُوا إِنَّمَا إِلَّا رَجُلٌ مِثْلُنَا بَشَرٌ مِثْلُنَا. He ain't nothing but a man just like us. That's what the other people said. This is why you reject the truth. I'm not making it up. The Messenger of Allah said the men supposed to wear their pants a certain way. Like it who like it, hate it who hate it. Think it's petty? Umar ibn Khattab was on his deathbed. He was on his deathbed. A man came to bid him farewell. He said, bring that young man back. Yo, raise your pants legs up. It's petty? It's trivial? If I dress like that, do I look like a Muslim? No. Then what is Islam about? If I could do what I want, I might as well be a Christian. The Christian says, do whatever you like as long as you believe. Islam don't say that. If we're Muslims, then we live like Muslims. Don't we say every time, وَلَا تَمُوتُنَّ إِلَّا وَأَنْتُمْ مُسْلِمُونَ? What does that mean? How are you living and dying like a Muslim if you do everything the kafir does? If there's no distinguishing act, or you do it halfway like the Jews, like we say, we're going to put part of it in front of us and put part of the book behind our back. Is that what we're going to do? We're going to take the part of the sunnah that corresponds with our traditions, and then the other part that we don't not accustomed to, we're going to put that, we're going to pretend that doesn't exist or that's not important. Okay? But if you want us to be ignorant, we are the most ignorant people on the planet. We imbue it. We know all about that. And it's not that people are afraid. The whole issue is that after we've come to Islam, we realize that Allah is la yudi'u amalan muhsinin. Allah is not going to waste the actions of the good people. You want to do good, do good. You want to do evil, do evil. But the sunnah is going to go forth. All those who want to get on, get on. The sunnah is like Noah's ark. Those who got on were saved. Those who rejected it and refused and said no and hesitated. There's lots of different statements that come in the hadith and the sunnah about this. You hesitate for Allah, Allah's going to hesitate on Yawm al-Qiyamah regarding you. You hesitate to come to the salah, Allah's going to hesitate on you Yawm al-Qiyamah. You hesitate, those ones who hesitated to cut their hair when there was a treaty of Hudaybiyah, the Messenger of Allah didn't make the same dua that he made for the ones who immediately shaved all their hair. So to the extent that you extend yourself is to the extent that Allah is going at you and going to respond to you.